Governor, how would you describe sentiment among Sri Lanka's consumers? And the last time we spoke face-to-face was in your office, and Sri Lanka was going through a crippling economic crisis. There were queues at petrol stations across the country that were kilometres long. How would you describe sentiment amongst Sri Lankan consumers and business now?
If you look at now, compared to the situation, there are no more shortages, essential, not at all. And also prices of petroleum, gas, all these things are also coming down. And also government has relaxed a lot of import controls that time for us to manage balance of payment. That also has eased a lot, and all other taxation will be eased going forward. So consumer confidence is, all the indicators showing consumer confidence is coming back. Currency has appreciated so far this year, and also if you can look at share price index, also very positive. So we see consumer sentiment and the demand is picking up. That's why we think recovery will commence from the second half and going forward.
So we are clearly seeing some stabilisation in the macroeconomic picture in Sri Lanka. This ought to be an opportunity, Governor, to stabilise the situation in the longer term, to really de-risk the economy in the longer term. What do you want to see then from your colleagues in the finance department, at the government, at a fiscal level? What needs to be done?
That's also what is important, not only for the central bank. Ministry of Finance, first important one to ensure fiscal path, fiscal trajectory moving towards generating a primary surplus of 2.3% on the long-term basis. And fiscal consolidation process must continue as announced in the IMF program. And the other important part is the structural reforms, institutional reforms, addressing corruption and vulnerabilities, protecting social safety net, all are important pillars. This is an opportunity to implement all these difficult reforms. So already implement some of the SOE, state-owned price reforms, cost reflecting pricing formulas, privatizing and improving the structure of the state-owned prices, and also Central Bank Act. But most important is corruption and vulnerability. New anti-corruption law is being discussed at the Parliament. New Central Bank Act, institutional reforms. Yes. And also Fiscal Responsibility Act to ensure going forward there will be no fiscal slippages. Those has to be institutional reforms that just to ensure going forward we have a stable macroeconomic policy framework and we are moving in the right direction.